Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how you doing? Let's put my sunglasses on before we set off. I'm going to pick some tickets up now for the show and from Dennis's, and we'll see Glyn Rhodes for a cuppa, Mick Whale. See how the chaps are doing. It's an hard life, isn't it? Just talking to my mate there, he says, what do you do with shit in your life? And I said, what you do with shit, you've got to get rid of it, because it leaves stains, doesn't it, shit? Now, whether it be family or friends, you just have to get rid of it and just press the block button. That's what I do. And then you don't have to bother with people, do you? The world's full of hate, isn't it? A bit of people. But onwards and upwards. The boxing at the weekend, I thought the Josh Taylor show, World Boxing Series, thought that were good. Thought it were really good. Top two fights were all undefeated men, weren't they? My video that I put out last July, saying that Josh Taylor beats Mikey Garcia. Well, everybody laughed, didn't they, when I said it? You all scoffed, didn't you? Well, you're not scoffing now, are you? 28-year-old, 15-0, 12 by knockout, IBF champion at World. They're not scoffing now, are they? Eh? Them that laugh first do not laugh last. Always remember that. That's what you have to do in life. Them that laugh first don't laugh last. Good luck to Josh Taylor, I like him. He's got a country behind him, hasn't he? Jeez, country behind him. Got Eddie Hearn sniffing about. He was slagging him off before he fought O'Hara Davis. Now look, eh? Slagged David Price off, didn't he? He's got him headlining against Dave Allen, telling him he had no chin and that's why he wouldn't sign him, but he's good enough to fight Dave Allen. And that's after being knocked out 6 times. Edit the contradiction, Hearn. So, let me just pull in here. I've just got a little meeting with my mate. I'm a little bit early. Oh, that's a bit thin. That's a bit thin, Russell. I think I'm going to park. Let's have a look. I love horses, mate, yo. They're nice, aren't they, horses? We'll park here. Other than that, I'm alright. Let me just go. Let's have a little run through this. I'm just going to go through a few things that I've jotted down. I hope I've not missed anything. I made a couple of mistakes actually already. I come out with a couple of statistics that were wrong the other night. I watched it back on video. I saw comments as well, so I'll correct that as well. But Lou DiBella is Lou DiBella boxing royalty. Yeah, Lou DiBella is boxing royalty, and I might do a video on Lou DiBella. A few people have asked me. So yeah, I think Lou DiBella is boxing royalty, just like your Jimmy Tibbs's and Glyn Rhodes. Well, Glyn Rhodes is, isn't he? He's got an MBE. Do you know what I mean? So I was looking at some clips on IFL, and I noticed that I think it might have been a Sky Sports clip actually. I noticed that Deontay Wilder was a pundit for the Joshua Klitschko fight. That was 2000 April. Now, so that's 25 months ago, innit? We all agree on that? 25 months ago. And Klitschko's fighting Joshua. Joshua won, but Wilder said Joshua is next if he wins. His words, not mine. Now, that was 25 months ago, and it's not happening, is it? It isn't happening. Now, what we've got really is, you've got Eddie Hearn at the moment. He's took over the running of the Premier League, hasn't he? Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea and Tottenham, the big four, the new big four. Isn't it good saying that we are Man United, isn't it? Yes. Eddie Hearn's took over running the big four, hasn't he? And they're not going to play each other next year in the Premier League. Could you imagine that? What sort of a sport is boxing where the main men are not playing not fighting each other? It's awful, isn't it? But in my opinion, it's happening because the fans are to blame. We've created this narrative where this pay-per-view culture where fighters can sell themselves on social media outside of boxing, but not really fight the main fights. But they create themselves such popular figures on social media accounts, Twitter accounts, their own personal YouTube accounts, and IFL, Behind the Gloves, Seconds Out, Boxing Social, all these media outlets. They're giving these fighters the platform to get themselves out there to the public, and the fighters then, they're looking at the numbers that they're doing, and they're then turning around to the TV people and they're saying, no, I want X amount to fight him, or I'm not fighting him, or I'm going to go to this promoter, and that's where we're at. And I'm going to blame social media. I'm going to blame social media. Where he is. I'm going to blame social media. And when you look at the fights that are not happening, let's break it down, shall we? Dillian Whyte has not fought for a European title yet. He has not even mentioned Caballe's name, and he's undefeated, Caballel. Dillian Whyte's knocked the Joshua fight back at Wembley for 4 belts. In front of 90,000 people. He's knocked that back to fight Oscar Rivers. Can I repeat that again? Dillian Whyte's knocked that fight back. There was a time where you got a chance to fight for heavyweight title and you just said yes please, didn't you? You just said yes please, and that's basically it. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. So it's sort of my mate there. Yeah, so Dillian Whyte's not really fought Joshua, has he? He's not really fought Joshua for rematch, has he? And Tyson Fury, he's talking a good game about fighting everybody, isn't he? I'll see you 2019 autumn, Eddie. That was for Joshua fight. Well, it's not there, is it? So he's fighting Tom Swartz. Tom the Power Swartz, who went 10 rounds with Dennis Lewandowski. Oh my God. Wilder's just fought Brazil. It were over in, what was it, 2 minutes? Within 3 minutes he was being carried out and given oxygen, wasn't he, Brazil? So that's Brazil out at way. So that's the first guy took out. Ed Robinson at Sky called Brazil an American footballer, and he's not really a boxer. But when Brazil were fighting Joshua, they had him down as an 18-0 Olympian. Look, end of the day, right, we all know what it is, don't we? Brazil's out at way. Andy Ruiz, he's a shocker. He'll be took out at way as well next by Joshua. And White will get rid of Rivers. So Brazil, Ruiz, Rivers, and who's the other one? Brazil, Ruiz, Rivers, Tom Swartz. So they're all going to be took care of all in space at next couple of months, aren't they? All these top four, the big four, you know, like Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham. They all play each other, don't they? Hey, they all play each other. Well, the big four in heavyweight boxing, they don't want to play each other. Yeah, people can say that Tyson Fury fought Wilder, but it was a draw, wasn't it? And they all said they were going to fight a rematch, didn't they? Wilder probably thinks he's going to get outboxed, and Fury probably thinks, oh my God, if I'd have been hit in round 1, I wouldn't be here now. Well, he got hit in round 12 when Wilder didn't have as much power. Because when a fighter's been fighting for 12 rounds, he's going to be tired, isn't he? But we all saw what Wilder can do in round 1, and I can assure you, if he fights Fury next time, he'll jump on him in round 1. He tried to be technical with a superior skilled boxer. So I think they both don't want it. I'm not going to blame Fury, I'm not going to blame Wilder. I think they both don't want it, and I don't think the TV companies want to risk it. And neither do the promoters and managers and the teams. Not when they're getting pay-per-view money. When they're getting pay-per-view money, they're not going to risk it. Dillian White's getting pay-per-view money. Dillian White against Oscar Rivers for no belt, but it's pay-per-view. Am I having a breakdown here? Have I missed something? Have I missed something? Nobody's saying Dillian White's not a good fighter, but the pay-per-view model's changed, hasn't it now? I think Dillian White could actually beat Wilder. I think he could. I think Wilder's got power, but so's Dillian. I think he could beat him. Now, everybody wants fighters to get paid, but we also want to see them fight each other. These 4 guys could fight each other and still be pay-per-view if they lose, but anyway, let's just go through the rest of the stuff. Simon from Sheffield says Tom Little's 10 wins, 7 losses, and only 2 of his wins are against people who are winning records. But how's he getting fights against Dubai, Price and Brown? Well, Simon from Sheffield, but living in London, Tom Little gets his son out there, and I like Tom Little. I've met him, he's alright. He's getting himself out there, isn't he? So, as far as I'm concerned, that's good, isn't it? He's getting himself out there. So, it's just the way it is, isn't it? Now that's just the way it is. Dave Allen gets his son out there, and he's got another headline, hasn't he? He's buying houses left, right and centre around here, David. Good luck to him. So, I told David years ago, I said, you need to get your son out there. I didn't think he'd do it as good as he has, but good luck to him. But Tom Little's got to do the same, hasn't he? Get his son out there and be like Dave Allen. Obviously, Davey comes out with a few things that are close at knuckle on his channel, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? I don't know what he said the other day. Would you sleep with your mum to save your dad's life or something? He said, didn't he, on other days? It's only what people send me, so don't quote me on that, but I think David's obviously, he's a bit different, isn't it? That's all I'm going to say. But Tom Little's got to get his son out there, so that's just how it goes, Simon, I'm afraid. Social media. Yeah, other day in a video I said that Vladimir Klitschko, when he fought Tyson, was 40. He wasn't. They were 39 and 9 months, so we were 3 months before they were 40. How dare I? I also said that Tyson won by a majority decision. No, it was a majority. Sorry, Tyson won by a mandatory decision. It was wrong. Tyson wasn't mandatory. It was a mandatory fight in Dusseldorf, not a mandatory decision. So I got it wrong. So how dare I? So, but thank you to Andrew Bullcroft on YouTube for correcting me. And I've noticed that you're now spelling your name with 2 L's. You changed it to 1. You had 2 L's, so it's not really Steffi Bull, it's somebody trying to cause trouble. But you've got to let these trolls have the moment, haven't you? So that's why I don't interact on YouTube. I hardly interact on Twitter. I get to have my say in videos, and that's usually the last say. So, right, the WBSS tournament, Katie Taylor with her belts plus others, plus 7 others. There's going to be a tournament, I've heard Terry Harper's going to be in it if she wins at IBO. That's good, isn't it? So, women's tournament for WBSS, I think that's good. They're going to test the market, and they're going to try and get women to follow boxing. So I think it's all good. I'm not a big lover of women's boxing, as you all know, but anything that promotes boxing, I suppose it's good, isn't it? If it gets other kids on the card, that's brilliant. A year ago, Eddie Hearn said that Sky didn't have the dates to do the WBSS tournaments. But now all of a sudden, you know, I'm hearing that Sky are begging Kalle Sauerland to get it on, so it's all good, isn't it? The predictions for weekend, McCann, Brandt, well, the Frank Warren show. You all saw it on Twitter, so I don't need to read them all out. So I only got one wrong, didn't I? That were Harley Ben. I would have said a 6-0 fighter would lose against a guy Norton 16. So Harley Ben's probably done now in boxing. If you're losing against a guy Norton 16, where are you going to go? That kid will dine out on that win forever now, won't he? So it proves that just because your dad can fight, that you don't say your kids can, doesn't it? So Richie Garner collapsing at the weigh-in. That just shows you that how dangerous it is. We have weight divisions for a reason. Fighters are not superheroes, are they? That's why we have weight divisions. That's why we have them. And if you're struggling at the weight, just move up. That's all you got to do. Just move up. Don't do a Tony Bellew, try and make out you're a light heavyweight when you were a heavyweight as an amateur, and then you'd say I'm pro as a light heavyweight. Don't work like that, boxing. If you're going to do a light heavy, you might as well do super middle, aren't you? Bellew were complaining when he were getting knocked out at light heavy, but when he were knocking people out, you know, the novices and journeymen he were fighting, when he was stopping substandard opponents as a light heavyweight, he said he was stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. Well, that's not the case, was it? Because when he got stopped by Adonis Stevenson, oh, I'm a cruiserweight. And then when Usyk stopped him, oh, we're really an heavyweight. Tony, do us a favour, stick to your word, mate. DIS appear. Shout out to Tom Dallas, who matched the Sauerland show in Glasgow. I was never a Tom Dallas fan as a fan. I always thought he got a bit of stick for that incident with that sponsored car that Tyson Fury called Tom Dallas, didn't he, a plank of wood. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I think it's for this reason, right? Tom Dallas had a flat battery in his sponsored car. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a flat battery, but when you try and bump start it and it's an automatic, well, Tom Plankerwood Dallas. But it looks like he matched a good show there for Sauerland's. So good luck to Tom Dallas, although is it a couple of WBSS tournament, so a lot of them are already matched, aren't they? But a matchmaker doesn't just pick the fights, he does a lot of things behind the scenes. He arrange tickets, pickups at airports, flight tickets, things like that, hotels, and there's a lot more to it. But blood tests, you know, if you're from Africa you have to be took for a blood test if you come into this country. But Tom Tom Dallas. He's doing alright as a matchmaker, so good luck to him. But Rodriguez 19-0, and in Inoue, whatever he's called, the monster guy, the Japanese guy, he's 17-0, and he just flattened him, didn't he? And then you've got Bakenche or something, the guy who fought Taylor. He were 19-0, Taylor were 14-0. Taylor won on points. Nobody can complain about that show, can they, what Carlos Sauerland's put on there? That is a class act in Glasgow. They were served a feast of boxing, weren't they? So good luck to them. And fans up there, they look like they had a good night, and Glasgow will be kicking now with Josh Taylor up there. They'll make that into a fortress, just like they did with Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. Parker won on that show, didn't he? Butler, McGregor, Ward, Chantel Cameron, Doherty, McFadden and Philbin, they all won, so it looked a good show, didn't it? Looked a great show. But Wilder, for me, he's the man of the weekend. He stole the show with that knockout, Jesus. Which brings me to Billy Joe Saunders. What can we say about Billy Joe Saunders? He's a talent, isn't he? He's a masterful boxer, but he's fighting it wrong weights. He got clipped, and Barry Jones, well, he never really spoke how he should about it, did he, when Billy got hurt? You know, and it's bias, isn't it? Sky commentators are biased. John Rawlins is the most biased one out there. I thought Adam Smith were bad. John Rawlins is shocking. Shocking. They're there to narrate a story. A commentator can make the difference between it being a rematch or not, because he's telling the public it should be a rematch if it's close, when sometimes if a fight ain't close, there'd never be a rematch. It's the commentators. Now, the commentators have a lot to do with a lot of things, but Gary Russell won, didn't he, by KO? Kiko Martinez, round 5. The rest of Al Heyman's show were garbage, wasn't it? Utter garbage. And Tom Brown and John Beninetti, the matchmakers for Al Heyman on that show, they should really hang their heads in shame at that show. Hang their heads in shame, as far as I'm concerned. Hang their heads in shame, because I just think it was no good. But I'll put that in my pocket. What we've got left here? 14 minutes, have a look. Joe Joyce won against Ustinov. I like Terry Chappendama and Martin Theobald's comments about him. He looked like a school PE teacher. Joe Joyce is stopping guys like that. He's 9-0. He really should be ready for a world title. Hughie Fury should have fought him for British, shouldn't he? And got a great win, and then he could have gone for a world title, couldn't he, Hughie? He'd have got a shot at a world. But at this stage, Joe Joyce is going to get a shot before anybody. It's either going to be Joe Joyce Wilder or Joe Joyce Joshua soon. That's what I can see. So, alright. So, these casuals that are watching boxing at the moment, are they for real? Some comments that they come out with, some comments that I'm seeing on my channel is unbelievable. Where were we before we were interrupted? Oh yeah. These casuals that are sending these comments, as far as I'm concerned, they're not normal human beings. I don't think so anyway. I don't think they're normal human beings. I think that cotton candy. I like the smell of that. I think that these casuals really they need to start and watch the sport correctly and understand how it, because some of the comments I see, I mean, I was listening to Ultratech Sports Raw, and I think he's right. Some of these casuals only started watching boxing from Froch Groves too, or maybe Froch Kessler. I had to mention Froch there, then I thought Froch haters. Just for the record, Froch is doing fantastic. He's got a great life, and he laughs at all 8 he gets. So you got to laugh. So I'd be laughing as well, wouldn't you, if I were waking up next to Rachel accordingly every morning. 3 beautiful kids in a mansion with millions in bank, restaurants and a job on Sky, knowing I've achieved everything in boxing I wanted to achieve. Would you be laughing? I think Carl Froch's doing a little bit better than all of us, isn't he? He's the stuff of legend. So I just wanted to get that in for all them people that dig him out. I constantly get people sending me vile emails, and some people have managed to get my number, so I'm gonna have to change that again this week. People who some vile stuff I get sent about Carl, and people keep sending votes in all the time, and for him to be helmet at month and things like that. It's do you know what I mean? Just get over the fact that he's not harming anybody, is he? Who's he harming? He's not harming anybody. But but anyway, Billy Joe won, didn't he, against a Sufi at 168. But would he come unstuck against Callum Smith? Would Billy Joe fight Carl Froch? I put a tweet out and I tagged Carl into it. That's all I'm going to say on that. Let's see what the reaction is, but let's see. But if Billy Joe says anything to that tweet, you watch what happens. But Billy Joe will go back to 160. They'll have to work on it. If Tyson Fury can lose 10 stone, I'm sure Billy Joe Saunders can lose 8 pounds, can't he? Ben Davison, best trainer in the world, people keep telling me. The best trainer in the world. My opinion on that is the jury's out, because he's only a kid, isn't he? He's had 2 guys there undefeated at top of the food chain, Billy Joe and Tyson. He's had them dropped on his lap, hasn't he, really? Why is that? He's an MTK man, isn't he? They're MTK fighters. I think we need to judge Ben Davison once he takes a kid from his debut and he takes him to a world title 4 or 5 years later. Let's judge him then. When he's done it with somebody who's not in the Olympic team, or, you know, let's see how he goes with Isaac Lowe if he's best trainer out there. So I beg to differ on that. I think best trainer out there, Shane McGuigan, Mark Tibbs, Don Charles. I think they're top trainers out there, in my opinion. Billy Nelson. They're your top guys. That's basically it, in my opinion. Jamie Moore, I like him. But Wilder Mazeal, oh my God, round 1 we spoke about that. Trust me, Fury Joshua White will not want to go near Wilder, as this guy is scary. Plus they are all pay-per-view without Wilder. I don't know if any of them want to go near Deontay Wilder after what they've just seen. Anthony Joshua couldn't get Brazil out there, and look what Wilder did to him. And Joshua's there to be hit, innit? I agree with Tyson Fury on that. Tyson Fury's not there to be hit, but Wilder got to him twice, didn't he? So if he can get to Tyson twice, God, he's going to get to Joshua, isn't he? But why is Tony Bellew bringing up the Wilder I want a body on my CV comments? The disappearing man Tony Bellew. Yeah, I can see that. Why is Tony Bellew bringing that up? That's not like Tony Bellew, that is it, to start bringing things like that up. Shout out Porky's Corner. It's not like Bellew to do that, is it? I mean, how dare Tony Bellew bring that up? But it is what it is, innit? Let's have a look. Got plenty of time here. Right. Right then, let's the Grazing Hearts. The Grazing Hearts at Mickle brings nice food here if anybody wants to go out one evening. This pub here used to be called the Plough. Yeah, the Plough. And I used to go out with one of the daughter's ex. I'm not going to say on here who, but I went to school with her. She was one of her twins and my ex-girlfriend. Small world, isn't it? It's called the Grazing Hearts now. That house there used to be Bill Waddington's. I don't know if anybody knows who Bill Waddington is. He's got easy access to M62 here. He played Percy Sugden in Coronation Street, and he used to go in Plough when it was Plough back in the day. Old Bill, and he was nothing like his character. So in Coronation Street, you know, knows the old Mrs. Mangle type, wasn't it? So it just shows you, don't judge a book by its cover. But yeah, I used to give him some stick, as you do. But yeah, small world, isn't it? Small world, but we're not going into office today. Could go now for an hour, but I've got too much on. Keep seeing these VW vans everywhere. So I'm just gonna. I would have gone over to Killermarsh, Michelle, if you're watching, to get them tickets, because I know you're busy, but I'll come up to office for them. But Michelle, if you're driving by it in the morning on your way to work, where's your head at? Shout out to Chris Smedley, hope you're alright. Shout out to my good friend Liam Cameron. I know you're watching, Liam. Congratulations on your baby boy Isaac, little Isaac Cameron. I doubt he'll be signing for Dennis when he turns pro, but that's what boxing does, it ruins relationships, doesn't it? You can be friends with somebody one day, the next day you fall out, and then next day they want to be your mate again. But Liam will always be my friend. I like him. You know, he's had a bit of stick, Liam. I've had some abuse myself over it. Porky, when Liam knocked Nicky Gemman out, you and him were snorting in toilets, and then Liam got took for a test. Not true at all. Not true. Not true at all. But that's social media for you. Some Ozzy Smith said to me that somebody said on pod that Steffi Bull had beaten me up or something. Saturday night, he beat me up or something, I don't know, or what, on the comment section. I had a chance to listen to it, but not true, and it would never happen. But I don't know what people, if people say things on social media, don't need to discredit people. You know, it's one of them things, isn't it? But it didn't happen. Nowadays, what I do, I don't get involved in all that kind of thing when people tend to be having a go. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm in public eye now doing this channel. No, I'm not. But I am putting my son out there, and you know, there's people, I know that the people who are subscribed to the channel, I'm grateful for them, but there's about another half as much who watch it and don't subscribe because we get feedback off YouTube. Now, I can assure you that I don't get involved in all that. I used to do. But now we have a button and it's called block or mute. That's it. It's the only way for them, and some of the things I get sent's disgusting. My head superimposed on the fattest man in the world in a bra with a Mohican haircut, loads of chains like Mr. T, and with pizzas in my hand. Unbelievable. Pizzas in my hand. Like I'm some slob that sits on settee all day, and I get sent stuff like that. And or we Rocky sat on me private parts, my dog, but it's not Rocky, it's a picture of some other dog, and vile stuff. But what it is really, these people who are vile people, they've really got good jobs, most of them. One of them, I'm going to go visit him at his place where he works. I'm not going to say who he is, but I'm going to go with camera one day. He knows who he is, keeps having a little dig, and I'm going to get one of my mates. He might even be Terry Chappendama from London. He can come and hold the camera, and I'm going to go knock on this guy's office door, and it's going to be filmed, so I'm going to be, you know, not making any threats, and we'll see how tough this guy is then. We'll see, won't we? But till then I've got bigger fish to fry. But as regards the abuse that I've had, hey listen, you put yourself out there, you're going to get it, aren't you? So look at him here trying to race me. Chase it. Look at him there now. Hey, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, you just got to let it go. You just got to be a normal person, haven't you? But I feel sorry for Stig, some of the things he gets sent, but what can you do? What can you do? There's horrible people in the world, isn't there? You block somebody nowadays, they go out, they make it the mission in their life to make things up about you, don't they? And have a go at you on Twitter and social media, and they create, I don't know, I've had somebody and he knows who he is. What did he do now? This is a funny thing that's happened to me. It was funny. He traced where I live to the office on Google Maps. And it must have took him ages, and he actually told me where office is. It's all cambered up, but he actually told me where it is, and it kind of shocked me, to be honest. Shocked me. Shocked me. And told this other guy as well, this other one, actually told me the date of birth of my kids. How strange is that? He told me the date of birth for my kids, 6-year-old twins. I think he was just trying to prove he knew who I were, but I don't know. Strange people, innit? But like I said, that one that Ozzy's told me about, I'm going to listen to the Boxing Asylum. But if Steffi Bulls beat me up, must be a feather duster man. No mark on me. But thank you for that, Ozzy. But now you just have to take it as a pinch of salt. Take it as a pinch of salt. Hot chicken in front of me here in this Beamer. I turned the camera on a bit, Nicola had only edited it out. Some women are sore losers if you have a race with them, aren't they? Sore losers. Oh, she's coming back. It's like that guy the other day, innit, in Hyde Park. White Rose Way. I was going down that road where Nazim Hamid wrote that Ferrari off. And he stopped dead in front of the junction, so I've picked him. And when I've gone to overtake him, he started going like a crazy man on the left-hand side. Has anybody ever had that happen to him before? I don't know, but started driving like a crazy man. Look, I'm doing 59 to the gallon, that's not bad, is it? It's 62 mile an hour. But all in all, the boxing at the weekend were good. That Foster one, didn't he? Did it a beat against Lane? Did he stop him in 12? He beat Josh Whaling. I don't think Josh should have took that fight myself personally, but Josh will be strong at featherweight, Josh Whale. That reminds me, Mick, 20 to 2 Monday, I'll be there with tickets at your gym later. Oh, you're not going to get this probably till Wednesday, me car, are you? Backlog we've got. But the channel's going forward. It's all positive stuff in it. It's all positive. Only thing that isn't positive, it's wages. Like working for a pat on back, but it's fun, innit? If you're having fun doing something, I think that's good. I think that's good. I think that's good. I keep saying I'm going to go up and see Liam Cameron, and I think I will, you know. I think I will. Just because Liam ain't fighting for debt, I'm sort of like helping Dennis out. It doesn't mean so that me and him can't be mates, does it? So, in fact, let's give Liam a ring. I hope he's going to be alright, Liam. Liam. We're going to see or out? Commonwealth, Control Boxing, Couch Jane, Commonwealth Simon, Cummins Pat, Curran Terry Curran. Remember him, don't you? Terry Curran. Valentine's Day Massacre, United against Wednesday. All you football fans. Liam's number in here. Right, we'll scramble it. But yeah, I just want to wish Liam well. I hope Nicola, remind me. Oh, what should I say? Memo! Nicola, remind me to get a card for Liam and Tanya. Oh, Michelle, if you're watching, remind me. And I'll, here we are. Telephone. Function unavailable. Pull up here and I'll call Liam Cameron, I'll have her say hello. Pull in this lady. I hope Liam's going to be alright, but he's got 35 months left on his ban. I mean, 4-year ban for cocaine. Tyson Fury had a cocaine, had steroids, and a refusal of a test. And he got 2-year backdated. Money talks and bullshit walks. And Liam told me he had a good barrister. Must have been the same barrister that Ricky Burns had. Must have been because, here we are, pulling here. I once changed a flat tyre on here once, years ago, in an Alfa Romeo, here, where I am now, flat. And when I got wheel on, that was flat as well, but I didn't notice till I got it on. And it didn't really have much air in it. Bag of shit Alfa Romeos. off a note. Liam, it's Porky, how you doing, mate? I just wanted to wish you well, you and Tanya. I'm just going by Darnell now, I thought I'd pop and see you, mate. I hope you're alright. But I've got something on at the moment, but I would have popped and seen you if you'd answered your phone. Or on my way back I could have done. But I hope you're alright, mate. Good luck with your baby and all that, and I hope you're all happy. I hope you're alright, mate. Take care. Good luck with your appeal. Poor Liam and that. It's awful, isn't it, boxing at times, isn't it? I really feel for him and that, you know. World rank number 12, the world at his feet. Just turned 28-year-old, Commonwealth champion, world rank. Dennis were going to manoeuvre him into all sorts. I can't believe it, man. It's got to be devastated, hasn't it? He would have smashed Spike O'Sullivan to bits. Spike, he would have smashed you to bits. Who is Spike O'Sullivan's best win? Who? Only good thing he's got going for him is a blue tick. Who's his best win? Jeez. Unbelievable. Public figure with a blue tick. Has that been Dave Coldwell's the public figure with his blue tick? Oh my god. Oh my god. But look, 22 minutes. But one of them things, innit? It's one of them things, innit? Boxing's a tough sport, innit? It's a tough sport, and you know, it's run by, well, Barry Hearn says it's run by slave masters, didn't he? It used to be, and if you allow that to happen, yeah, it will be. This is why you have to have a good manager around you. You've got a good manager around you, that's good. You see, a good manager won't take a cut of your money unless you're earning over £5,000. Any manager that takes a cut of a fighter earning under 5 grand, in my opinion, is bang out of order. Bang out of order. Bang out of order. It's just my opinion, I'm entitled to it. But shout out to Ryan Rhodes. I watched his fight last night with Jamie Moore. Beat Jamie Moore and he got the Canelo fight. Jamie Moore never got to fight for a world title. British Commonwealth European champion, never got to fight for a world. Crazy that. Ryan Rhodes should have been not only a world champion, Ryan Rhodes should have been pound for pound top 10 in his era. He beat world champion in Silky Jones, but Ryan Rhodes should have had multiple belts at light middleweight. He should have stayed at light middle. Ryan Rhodes should have dominated. Still bothers, that bothers me when I put my head down on pillow at night, and it bothers me about Errol Graham. And I'll tell you another thing that bothers me as well. Whenever I watch fights and I see that red thing, you know, that buzzer into the last 10 seconds in America, when I'm watching telly, I always think about Richard Steele, Meldrick Taylor, who's he's in a bad way, Meldrick Taylor, and Chavez. I always think about that. I know Meldrick Taylor went on to win a world title after that, but he was never the same fighter, and he should have just had that win. But he's probably more famous for being robbed. But Don King, innit? Sullivan and Don King and Richard Steele, innit? That's what you're up against. Look at all the grass in here. I took my nana to the cemetery the other day. She's 92-year-old. Look at grass on the floor in my car there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, that bothers me, that really, really bothers me. But it is what it is, innit? It's one of them things. Look at traffic here. Let's have a look. 25. Nobody's delegating authority. I'm a sod for these foot magic trees, me, aren't I? I'm a sod. shout out to Bullseye. When I used to be in prison, I used to have loads of air fresheners all over. I used to have them things that you burn, you know what? I used to have loads of stuff like that. Best, cleanest pad in the world I had. Cleanest pad in jail. Can't live like pigs, can we? Look at me, I always get stuck behind the learner. Cheers, mate. That was pretty quick. 5A tyres. Don't ever buy part worn tyres if you've got cars out there. Don't ever buy part worn tyres. It's not good. It's a waste of time changing them. Buy Firestones or Pirellis. Michelin's are dear, aren't they? They're mega dear. Good tyres though, but I like Firestone and Pirellis, mate. Don't buy budget ones as well, they're no good. Anybody got any cheap tyres out there though, let me know. I don't mean cheap as in quality. I might even put a set of 20 inches on this. We'll see. Or I might just get them two wheels painted same colour and be boring. But there's Michelle in back here. Have a look, 27 minutes. Well, it's been a good video this. Couple of interruptions, but other than that I'm alright. I'm going to Seedling Road in a minute, buy an Henry Cooper picture. Money's going to charity, isn't that good? So, so it's not for me, it's for Nicola, my partner, business partner. She's into, her husband's into all that memorabilia stuff and that, and there's nothing wrong with that, is there? And it puts something back into boxing, doesn't it? So that's good, isn't it? That's good. So peace out, keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. It's a great sport, I keep telling you all. It's a great sport, but nobody listens. I don't have to take Cameron and get an interview with Dennis. It doesn't look like he's here, does it? But I'll take it in anyway, and I'll take a battery or two, just in case. Alright. Take my phone. I'll give Michelle a magic treater. Whoops. If I could tell. Look at Michelle's little Audi, bless her. Look at Dennis with Kawasaki on there, the traitor. Big Ron. That's where the action happens. I'm not loving these. So I'm just looking at these pictures. How you doing, Michelle?
God.
I'll turn it off.
Is it coming in?
Let's have a look where we're going to go now. Have a look. Glen Roads and Mix. And then wait for a game of snooker. Oh. Hot today, innit? Really hot. Right, sat nav. I enjoyed that interview there with Dennis. We covered a fair bit of stuff from Last Destinations, Burton Street, Sheffield. This way. We're doing some chewing gum. I like this song. Nice song, this. Yeah, I've just got Dennis's opinion there on Deontay Wilder. Freakish power, innit, Wilder? Oh. I think if he comes to England, it'd be a massive fight, won't it? So look forward to it. Left. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Dennis's show now on July 5th. All you people out there who all you boxing fans out there who keep saying to me, yeah, I'm hardcore. I think a lot of them have to ask, a lot of you have to ask yourself, do you go to a lot of shows? And back boxing, I'm not having that as a dig. You can be an hardcore fan, I suppose, from home, but if you just watch from home all the time. But the amount of people that say they go to all shows, do they really go to them? Stig's a big boxing fan and he's getting there, but he's not. You can count the amount of shows he's been to in his life on one hand. Nah, is that hardcore? If you ask Stig, who WBA light welterweight champion at World, he wouldn't know. He only knows heavyweights, doesn't he? He's mastered heavyweights. Maybe Stig's working his way down the down the rankings, down the divisions. But I've just had a great idea for my wheels. I'm going to have them done in matte black, I think, matte black. Although I might go silver with silver caps, I don't know. I'm like that. You should only really have your wheels done if you're selling it. I've decided I might not sell it now. I'm like that. But I think if you change colour at wheels or buy a new set of wheels, it's like getting it a facelift, isn't it, or something. But I would like a van. I like a van with a Porky wrap on it, Nicola. What do you reckon? The Porky van. It's like the 18 minute. They've got a van, haven't they? BA Baracas. Porky needs a van. I'm a Renault Kangoo man myself. I like a VW Caddy, an old one that I could dude up. There's one there. Speak of the devil. Oh, that's got windows in it. That's no good. That I don't want one with windows in it.
Turn left in 200 yards.
But
Immediately keep left.
But yeah, so that's the plan.
Now turn left and then immediately keep left.
One of them things, isn't it? So anyway, one of them things.
Please turn left in 200 yards onto Newhall Road.
So, peace out anyway, keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. It's a great sport. I'm just on my way to Glyn's now, so I don't want to be filming around here. Might get mugged. So I'm not a tough guy really. Is that Dennis? What's he doing in there? Dennis is doing.
Turn left.
I wonder what he's doing down there. Strange. Didn't tell me about that. Dennis not telling me where he's going. That's not good, is it? That's not man love, is it?
Prepare to turn left and then immediately turn slight left.
But anyway, peace out. We'll go some more filming when I leave Glyn's, alright? I'm just going to I'm going to just pull up here for a shout out here. Anybody after tickets? Anybody after tickets for the show? Get in touch on my Twitter or Josh Wales' Twitter at JBoyOutlaw or at Showboat Roads. There's all 90 quid tickets are gone. There's 75s left and 40 quids. Alright, so just get in touch with me and I'll show you how to do it if you want to come to the show. It's July 5th. I will be taking a few people as guests, as my guests. Nobody entered that competition, did they, for 2 free tickets? So you can't, if you're not gonna send your emails into it, it's not good, is it? But what I'm gonna do, whoever sends me an email, because this helps me out in my dialogue, whoever sends me an email in the next few weeks for the helmets for the end of June, whoever sends me the best email telling me who they're voting for helmet of the month and why they're voting for that person, whichever's the best description, I'm going to give you a free ticket, and that's ringside and an after show party pass, so that's like worth 100 quid. So alright, so peace out, keep on trucking, keep supporting Bob.